Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to be working on my Gen 8 because steering's a little messed up. Intro. Welcome back from the intro. And hopefully it wasn't too loud. Actually, I hope it was too loud. I hope it was way too loud and it made your ears hurt. Today we're going to be fixing Barnold, my Gen 8 V2. As you saw in the intro, we've got some broken steering action here. Be fixing that today. And a little bit more exciting, gonna be doing a motor swap. Because right now it's kind of hard to see. Right now I've got a Surpass Hobbies 25 turn rebuildable 550. I paid $10 for this fucking motor, and it handles 3S like it's nobody's business. So I've just left it in there mostly because I like the look of a rebuildable motor. But today we're not going to be using a rebuildable motor. Today we'll be using... Okay, hold on a second. Okay, today we're going to be using one of these. Might be asking yourself, what the fuck is that? I'll tell you what the fuck it is. It is a motor and ESC combo from Red Cat that's for the Marksman. Ooh. Crawlmaster 550 13 turn, non-rebuildable with what looks to be some kind of brushless plugs, but that's alright. As far as I can tell, bang for your buck, this has got to be the best motor, period. And then I think this might actually perform better than the Trailmaster. The Crawlmaster, the main difference that I know, if I'm correct, take what I'm about to say with a grain of salt, but I'm pretty sure that the Crawlmaster comes with a 5-slot internal, and the Trailmaster has a 3-slot. All that means is that inside there, the armature, that little green thing, it spins around. And it means that there are 5 slots to wrap copper around. And what that does is just makes it have, it's a lot smoother, a little more responsive. It's just a finer motor. I love my 5 slots. My favorite motor is the Reedy Radon 16 turn, which is a 5-slot rebuildable that is a crawler tuned. That motor is my favorite brushed motor, period. It's a 540 can, but if it has enough power for the rig, it is a beautiful motor. I have 2 of them in my SCX-10 too. So we're going to be putting this in somewhere in the vicinity of right there. And then I have a IS-DT 1080 Bluetooth fucking ESC in here. It's when you connect to your phone and it does stuff. I'm going to be getting rid of that because with this kit you get the best brushed ESC ever made. This is the Hobbywing 1080 G1. You can tell it's the G1 because of the way it is. No, it's just a little bit bigger than the G2, and it doesn't have threaded slots to put your motor fan in. And it comes with Deans. How fucking sick is that? This thing can get dropped in immediately, and it's fully programmable. In the container you get instructions. We won't be needing those. And then you also get a warranty card. I don't know. It's a user manual or something. Don't need that either. But what is important is this program card. You can do running modes, lipo, fucking drag brake or something. I don't know. I've got like 5 of these fucking things. So we're going to be putting this and that motor in, but to fix that, we have buy once, cry once. With the 4-link, screws included. I was going to go with the one that uses its main anchor as the diff cover, but I don't know what size screws those are, and I don't feel like ordering them. So I just bought this because I have everything I need. Mounts in through the shock mounts and the rear. And this should fix all of my issues. Maybe. My one concern is that the steering linkage is going to be the wrong size. But we'll get there when we get there. So without further ado, probably going to jump cut. Am I going to jump cut? I don't think I'm going to jump cut, actually. Okay, let me get everything set up real quick. Now what I'm going to do here is, just for the first little bit of the repair, I'm going to tell you a little bit about this truck. This was my first RC truck that was on a sale, and I had been looking at this truck for quite a while, and I was just like, man, and I just pulled the trigger. Bought some batteries, used somebody else's charger for a long time, and immediately my first tires that I put on there were some pre-mounted Duratrack Showdowns, which were really good. They were really good little pieces, but just didn't, I don't know. I wanted aluminum. I wanted real bead locks. You can come out of the, oh, you're attached up there too. So once I got all that situated, drove it around for a bit, ran the shocks completely out of oil, and I got my SCX-10 and my Trail Finder, and I've just barely used it. At one point, I tried really hard to get back into this truck, and it just kept pissing me off because of the bump steer. It got so bad to the point where if I were to hammer full throttle in reverse, it wouldn't. It would just cock the wheels all the way to the left, and then it would just back up into the left. It was almost unusable. So I parked it because I had better trucks at the time. Then I came back and I was like, okay, I have to get this fucking truck. I'm going to make this fucking truck work because the truck is really fun. I fucking love this truck. It just gets the better of me sometimes. So what I ended up doing, trying to get rid of the bump steer, is aluminum housings, I have aluminum axle housing, aluminum knuckles, aluminum carriers. The portals are, the internals of the portals are aluminum, and the back carriers all the way in the back. Everything that's attached to this axle is aluminum. And up here, you can't really tell. Let me see if I can get you around up in there. This right here is the Panhard bar from a Red Cat Wendigo. So it's lengthened from here all the way over, and then I've got heavy Loctite, and then these are just a bunch of spacers, and then the spacing actually helps for where the tire sits underneath. So I've got it spaced almost perfectly with about about five spacers. That's how I fixed all that. And then I put the servo on axle mount, and, well, took it for its first run. Fucking broke the servo mount. So I'm just getting the aluminum, putting a slightly better motor in it because this motor combo tends to cut out because this truck is not really geared too high, but it's geared high enough that without a brushless system, you might as well just go home. With that said, I'm going to fight through this, and I will get you back on when I have the axle removed. So, give me about like 10, maybe 20 minutes. I'll see you then. Alright. So, guys, remember me saying that I'd cut back to when I had when I got the axle tore out? Yeah, I didn't do that. I took the axle. I did it all off camera because I didn't feel like fiddling with it, because out of all the axles I've ever used, these ones are the most annoying to work on. Just because of how many screws you have to remove to actually get into it. But it's done. I finished it. Got that buy once, cry once. Fit in beautifully. I had to drill out these holes because this is a brass piece for a version 1 axle. So I just have it, instead of the screw going all the way through, I had the screw go through just here to here. You can't really see it because the lighting's really bad. What is happening? You are falling off in every which way. Get on there, you big fucking... There you go. Huh? Okay. So I got it going through this side, but I did have to drill out the threads the rest of the way through, and this side I actually had to flex down. But it's holding, so let's hope all the other Loctite all around here holds as well, because it's gonna suck when it comes out. But as you can see with all the modifications I've done, almost no lash, almost no back and forth lash. The only type of movement that's here is just the actual cups, or the pieces that go into the links. They're shifting around inside the linkage itself. Other than that, it's beautiful. Holds up amazing. And I gotta get his good side. Ooh. With this big ass. You know, get back over here. Okay. Let's pop this body off. Now I don't have any magnets with this body. I have the servo horn hack on here. Turned out great. I think it's the only way to hold this body on, if you ask me. It's the best way to do it. So let's bring in, well, actually before we do that, I'll show you, this is the motor that was in there. It's a claim 25 turn, but the copper that's in there is a dog shit. But it does have ball bearings on both sides, which I thought was kind of impressive. Still a decent motor, just a little messed up. And the ESC I threw over here. Getting a better look at that. This is the... Oh, I fucked it up. What is that from? What the hell? Broke it. Don't know how the hell I did that. This is the... sorry about dirty fingernails. This is the ISDT ESC 70. Yeah, 2 to 3S. Yeah. Got a little clicky. It's a neat little ESC, it's just not my forte. So I'll keep it for something else. I don't know what I'll put it in, but I've got it. I got the 1080 in there, some wire management, and then that beautiful black and red Crawlmaster. Got a 3S shorty, just because my full-size 3S isn't charged at the moment. That's a lie. I just didn't go grab it. Oh, also for the front, when I did the modifications, I also put the Trill aluminum. Very, very pretty. So even though this thing has almost all the weight in the front, it still tilts back. It's just because of how big the fucking body is. Check that low speed. Oh, shit. Not bad for a 13 turn. Oh, I also forgot to mention, with the buy once, cry once, he gave me candy. And he left me a note. Let me get all the, hide my street address. I'll just fold it in half. Right there. There we go. Buy once, cry once, stainless steel, truss, servo mount, yep, blah, blah, blah. Then he said, in pretty decent handwriting, thank you for your support, Jason. No, Jason. Thank you for making a badass part and helping me fix my fucking truck. But if you want to find it, right there, 110th RC. Look for the BOCO. Great parts. Everything from his company that I've heard about is amazing. It's called Buy Once, Cry Once for a reason. So if you want some badass parts, you go ahead there. Not sponsored. This shit's just, I'm just happy to get my fucking truck back. Well, that about wraps it up for this video. I'm gonna go play outside. You guys have a good night.